Well, and I'm glad you mentioned the reps, but like you also have this specific process. And I remember you talking about it when you said I could have 24 hours to conduct or prep for a game or a situation, an event. What is your prep process like? Is it the same thing every single time? Have you strayed away from it? How has that benefited you in sticking to that regime?
I think because of the amount of games, the volume, really for the better part of the last 12 years, I've been right around 100 or more games a year, somewhere between 90 and 110 games pretty much every year for the better part of that time period. So kind of creating the process and then honing it and adjusting it. And as time goes, you streamline a little bit of it. Like it's definitely changed, but it took a while to kind of get to that point. And, football has the longest process for me, just in terms of all the goalposts and check marks you have to hit. It's, how do you start this long process of covering 100 and some odd players, 106 players essentially every weekend? And to give a little context, somebody asked me, like, well, how much do you write? Like, how much research do you have to do? So I copied and pasted everything from my spotting charts that you create. A lot of football broadcasters have these charts that they make or that are given to them, and they take notes on them. And I do my own. I type them out. So I copied and pasted everything from my charts, and then copied and pasted everything from like the notes that I take over the course of the week, and put it into like a regular Word document, and did the classic college 12-point font, double space, Times New Roman. And you just kind of see what it ends up being. And it's close to about 50 pages every single week. So you're basically writing a 40 to 50 page term paper or a thesis every single week to try to get ready for a football game. And it's a little less for basketball because there's just significantly fewer players. There's, about a fifth of the players that you're covering. Baseball is a little bit tougher than that because it's so cumulative. There's so many games, and you just want to be able to know what some scouting reports have said on some of the younger guys, what the heavy sluggers have done over the course of the last couple of weeks, or where did they start and where are they now, and where they've been in comparison to where they're at right now. You're just trying to create kind of contextual points when it comes to baseball because it's so cumulative. So all those three sports have different processes, but they've been changed and honed over time, and they're still pretty much the same. Like now that I feel comfortable with it, I kind of know each week, for a national baseball game, what are the checkpoints that I need to hit? I'm never going to know everything that the local guys know, that the local broadcasters know, but that's why we, go in and pick their brains. I hadn't seen the Orioles all season long. So I texted Kevin Brown in September, and I went into Melanie Newman's radio booth and I said, what's going on with you guys? And if I can do anything for you, obviously I'll help out the other team. But like, you pick the brains of the people who are in the know and who are smarter than you and know more than you and have done more research and have lived with the team. And I know what that's like being a broadcaster for a team in the NBA. I get those texts and I get those phone calls and I get those messages, and I'm always happy and willing to share because people do that for me. So we try to make this as collaborative of a process and as honed in of a process as we can be.
I appreciate the Melanie Newman name drop very much.